Welcome. MGTOW Thread here. Thanks for checking in.
Alright guys, I'm going to cook a ribeye steak here in this cast iron skillet. I'm going to put some butter in there, some lemon juice, and I'm going to use some Himalayan salt on it right before I eat it. And I want to thank MrForma again for the cooking challenge that he presented. And I'm pretty good at cooking steaks. This is not the thickest ribeye that I could have possibly found. It's kind of thin for my taste. I'm gonna overcook it for my taste. It's gonna end up being probably about medium well, maybe medium to medium well. I usually like to eat them around medium rare to medium as far as how much they're cooked. I like them kind of dark brown and crispy on the outside. But anyway, this one doesn't turn out as good because it's so thin. I ate it last night. And also, I'm not going to talk too much about what's going on in the video here. I want to talk to you guys about a couple of other things. One being, one idea I have a lot. I have it quite often when I watch videos and I'm listening to what you guys have to say, and we use the word plantation a lot. And I think a lot of us MGTOW get the idea that we're not on the plantation if we're not married, if we're not cohabitating, if we're not dating, if we're not smashing and dashing or pumping and dumping them, then we can't possibly be on the plantation. But as far as I'm concerned, all of us are still on the plantation as long as we're paying income taxes. If we're net taxpayers, and in general, mostly men are net taxpayers, and women are net receivers of the government dole, then we're still, for the most part, still on their plantation. Of course, there are some women that pay net taxes, and they are also on the plantation. But that's something that occurs to me a lot when you guys mention the plantation, and it seems like you guys think that you may not be on it, but I beg to differ. You guys can let me know what you think in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. Another idea I have a lot, quite often, is since women seem to have more rights and privileges than men, and they have all the reproductive rights, maybe they should have last names that are that get carried on to their children without the father's name. And some of those last names might be something like streetwalker or con artist or fleecer, slur, thought. I'm sure you guys can come up with some more. I know I've come up with some funnier last names for women. But you guys know I don't make a lot of videos. I'm just speaking, trying to be humorous, but it's kind of dry. I understand. I get it. So there's a lot of drama out there in these MGTOW videos I've been watching lately, and the acronym "Men Going Their Own Way." That first word's really important, and to me, if you're a man and you're one of these men going their own way, then you also have to be an adult. A man is not a man unless he's an adult. And there seems to be a lot of childishness out there, a lot of drama. It's very feminine when I see all this this banter. Some of it's okay, you know. But a lot of this drama and emotion that I see coming from content producers, to me, it's quite feminine. You know, I get disappointed I understand a lot of you guys can get emotional about things. But I'd much rather hear you guys laughing and having a good time and getting along. But I understand there's going to be a lot of contention on certain issues. There's a lot of different guys out there making content with different views on different things. Some of us smash and dash. Some of us are monks. There's probably a couple of content producers that I pay attention to sometimes that may actually be married, or I know they are married, and it really doesn't bother me if they're talking about the philosophy or they discuss things that I'm interested in, and we have common interest. That's one of my favorite things about watching YouTube videos is you guys have a lot of the same common interests that I do. We have our disagreements, and that's perfectly fine with me. I'm going to make a video on how I see each individual has their own specific perspective. I like making videos on perspective. Might make a 1 or 2 or 3 part series on just perspective and different perspectives. Might throw some stuff in there about personalities also. And it looks like I'm wrapping up here on the cooking. I got some funny things going on with the video editing that I did. But I'm sure you guys can see where I was using the slider to speed things up and then reversing it and so forth. But once again, thank you so much for checking out my skills here cooking the steak and eating it up. And subscribe. Everybody always says subscribe. Hit the like button. MGTOW for life. Peace out.